This is Maya. Maya is a jaguar. Jaguars are, you know, from Central America, South America. They even come up into southeastern Arizona. Not very many, but a few of them have been spotted there. She is a female, and just one of my favorite cats as far as appearances are concerned. And
look, oh, you coming to say hi?
yeah, she is.
I hear you purring.
Yeah, and that's basically, that's like growling. That's basically a purring saying hello. Maya. Hi, come here. Alright, so this is all lovey-dovey behavior. How are you?
The markings on these
they're just
look at.
Now, very similar to leopards. However, leopards are smaller. The tail is longer on a leopard, and the spots are more spots. These are more like rosettes, they call them.
Rosettes, right.
This guy's name is Slammer. Slammer is a Bengal tiger. Ouch. Oh, 16 years ago, I was in Africa coming back with my wife, Anna, there, who was my safari guide.
No kidding.
Yeah, in Tanzania.
So you brought her back?
Yeah, I brought her back. I quit bringing the animals back, but I brought her back.
That is a great story.
Anyways, so we just got back from Africa, kind of exhausted from the flight. I get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it's Lieutenant Rick Brown up in the Orlando district, who's a Fish and Wildlife officer in that area. He says, Mark, I'm extremely sorry to wake you. He says, but I really need a favor. He says, I just seized a tiger and a cougar out of a Motel 6 up here in Orlando. And I was just kind of like, what?
In a motel.
In a Motel 6. So the story goes, they weren't adults at the time. They were maybe 6, 8 months old. The guy was doing shows out of his magic shows. He was a magician. He was doing magic shows out of his minivan right there on Intercontinental Drive there. Somebody saw him, called Fish and Wildlife. Fish and Wildlife went over and watched him. They followed him back to the hotel, went and got a warrant, came back and busted him because all they saw was the cougar. Right. Well, then they found a tiger in there also. So they seized the tiger and the cougar. We drove up there and picked them both up. We ended up getting possession of the tiger and the cougar. The guy had no permits to be in Florida with the animals, so they seized him. This guy is extremely friendly.
Look at how big he is.
He's a little on the thin side. That's why we have him in this smaller enclosure. Doesn't seem to care that he's in a smaller cage.
Yeah,
As long as he has that big old boomer ball there.
Oh, he likes to play with it.
Oh man, he throws that boomer ball clear across the cage. He'll just go. You'll hear this wham at night. I'm sure my neighbors probably are like, what the hell's going on there?
So how old is he now?
Well, now he's about 16 years old.
16. So you've had him for
we've had him
long.
for a long time. Here recently.
Is that a happy hiss or a...
No, that's kind of like stay away from the hiss. When we first got him, he was terrified of this tiger. And so I had to put these plants all the way up to the door and around it. And he's calmed down quite a bit considering how he was. So him, you know, I'm slowly pulling the plants away, and he's getting used to it. But
a lot of the panthers, and I write about that in one of the books, I think Everglades book, about a lot of them hit by cars.
Right.
Now we have those.
Yeah, they got the tunnels with the overpasses and underpasses.
Yeah, so that.
Which is good.
We can somewhat.
It's. They keep building roads over there.
Right,
They keep building the roads.
It's like
they're
you can't quite ever get a grip on it.
Yeah.
So they're hit by cars,
yeah.
and you know, a lot of times the mother's killed, and and she's got the baby, and so they have to be rescued and raised. So yeah.
So basically, your Florida panther, your cougar, your mountain lion, and your puma are all the same exact looking cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Dante is a snow leopard. So we were doing a tour one day, and a bunch of students from FAU were here, engineering students. And at the end of the tour, they asked to speak to me, and I went up to them and I said, yeah, and they said, you know, we kind of feel sorry for that snow leopard, you know, it's so hot and all that. You know, and I said to him, I says, well, I'm trying to figure out a way to build him something with air conditioning. And he says, well, we have our year-end project that we have to do, and we thought maybe we could do something for that snow leopard. And I said, sure, fine, you know, let me know what you had in mind. So it took him a long time to do it. But if you look over there, you see that concrete slab there?
Yeah.
That concrete slab has copper piping running through it, almost like your hockey rink stove. That copper piping runs underground over here to the compressor, and that is a cooling station. So that slab is cool, and during the heat of the day, he'll be up there laying on that thing, and it chills him out.
And what
And he's up there a lot.
University did this?
That was FAU.
It was FAU.
Yeah, it was Florida Atlantic University.
In a future book, I will be featuring this. So I finally get to see one. I didn't think I'd ever see one here.
Yeah, right. It's totally out of this place.
Yeah, but he's got his cooling.
But he's been here for a long time now, so he's adjusted pretty well. Now these are the ones you see here in Florida, native to Florida.
And they're being really pushed out, right? With all the building constantly.
Yeah. I mean, out here in the acreage in Loxahatchee, a lot of people see bobcats. Yeah. So his name's Ruger. And we got Ruger from a place over in Naples. And they just didn't want him anymore, so we brought him over here. And he's doing very well. He's very friendly. You can tell he was probably here and raised.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people get the bobcats mixed up with this cat. This cat is a Siberian Lynx.
Oh, the lynx.
Up there on the platform there. Wow. Very similar to the bobcats. They just get a lot bigger, a little bit bigger, I should say a lot. Their legs are much longer than bobcats. They got really big paws, kind of like the snow leopards, and it helps them run through the snow better, almost like snowshoes. And this guy's name is MCCARTHY'S, another male. He's been here for quite a long time. And he's pretty friendly.
You said a lynx.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the lynx range all across Russia, all across Europe, all across the northern part of the United States and Canada. So they actually have a huge location, area that they come from. For some reason, the Siberian lynx seem to be a lot friendlier than, let's say, the Canadian lynx. I don't know why that is, but that's what I've noticed over the years. And I like these guys. They're real fun. They're easy. Her name is Blue, primarily because she has gorgeous blue eyes.
Look at that.
So we left it in the cage with the female. The female did nothing to it. I mean, she didn't go there to clean him. She didn't pay any attention to it. And we watched her for about 10, 12 hours. And then finally I went in there and pulled her out. Gave her to my wife, Anna. Anna's like the mother of all mothers. And she bottle fed Blue. Periodically, Anna will still come in here and get Blue a bottle of milk right out of the baby bottle, and she'll take it, no problem. And as you can see, she's got the very impressive enclosure.
Setup here.
This is the Amur Leopard. Extremely rare cats. They come out of Russia. They claim to have only about 60 of them in the wild. So the fact that we even have one is pretty remarkable. He was captive born. His name is Victor.
Victor.
Yes. And, just like all leopards, a little high-strung and not the friendliest of cats. So, but he gets along pretty well. He loves my secretary.
Oh, really?
Which I don't understand because she's not out here all that much, The female's the one that's making that sound. That is not a growl. That is basically a friendly greeting.
Oh, is it? Oh.
And when she hears my voice, she loves me. She's very good. I get along with her great. The male's on the right. Not so friendly.
Not so friendly.
Doesn't like me at all.
I can tell by the eyes.
He's like jealous.
The way he looks at you.
Yeah, I'll pounce on your butt. So anyways, the black leopards are actually spotted leopards. If you look really close, like on his hip, his back hip, you can see the spots on the spotted leopards. So these are not a different species. The black panther is basically a black leopard or a black jaguar. The word panther is the scientific name for all the big cats. Like this would be Panthera pardus. The lion's Panthera leo. The tiger's Panthera tigris. So, you know, the term Black Panther, a lot of people think the Florida Panther is a Black Panther, and it's not. It's just a cougar. So, I had 4 of these. I just sent 2 of them up to a zoo up in the Carolinas. They were their cats originally. I just told them, listen.
So tell me again, they're from indigenous to where?
Mostly Asia.
Mostly Asia.
You're not going to find a whole lot of black leopards in Africa. Most of the black leopards are coming out of Asia.
Beautiful.
But she's pretty cool. And he's pretty cool also. But this is Sauti. Very friendly female tiger. This is the mother to Blue. This is Blue's mother. Beautiful. So basically, as you can see, the cats go in here in the morning to eat. So when they go in, they're locked in there. And the keepers come through the side door. And then, you know, this way nobody's got to come in contact with the animal. You're not going to have any problems. This is Luna. Luna is a clouded leopard. How old is Luna now, honey?
It's about 6 months.
6 months.
I love clouded leopards. I used to have a whole bunch of them years ago. And what I do with my cats is I always lick my tongue with my hand and I rub my scent on their faces so they stay a little more friendly. And these are one of the smaller cats. They don't get males maybe 60 pounds, females maybe 40 pounds. But one thing they do have is they have the longest canines of all the cats in comparison to their body size. So they have really big teeth.
Big teeth.
Don't you?